Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I want to welcome you all to this awesome, life changing business opportunity. GoE1U Life. My name is Ikenna Okeke, and in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to be showing you the huge earning potentials in GoE1ULife and how you can literally make thousands of dollars leveraging this system. This training is in two parts. In the first part of this training, I'll be showing you a breakdown of the compensation plan. And in the second part, I'm going to be showing you how you can start with as little as $25 and then turn it to $1,000 and to $10,000 and then to $100,000 within the next couple of months. So sit tight, avoid all distractions, and let's dive into the training.
In this video, we're going to talk about the GoE1ULife earning potential, compensation plan, and pointing out the simplicity that each person should adopt if you want to be successful with this compensation plan. First off, it's important to join a board that best fits your budget. When you do that, it's important to start with the lowest board, which is $25, and of course, work your way up by upgrading. And over time, you can work your way up to every board. The majority of people that begin with us may be in a position where they can't afford to purchase all of the packages. So if you begin with just $25 or $25 and $100, as you get paid, you can use some of that money to upgrade so you can earn more. But for now, get the principle and the concepts we're about to share with you. So first thing you do is you join the boards. It makes sense to see that it would fit your budget or something within your reach, right? So the second thing is note that as you progress through, you want to progress through completing your boards. As you progress through completing your boards, when you get to what's called a pay line, you're going to be earning money. So it's important to progress. When you fill each position in a board, you'll get paid. You get paid multiple times, 7 times on any board, you'll get paid whatever amount there was that you paid for that board. And don't worry if you don't understand it all, you're about to have a visual where you'll be able to see exactly how that's done. The payments are made in Bitcoin to you, just as you've paid Bitcoin to get started. And here's the thing, we use 100% of the commission that goes to, of course, as a payment to the affiliate. The only thing the company is receiving is the administration fee for each package. We're going to look at that in a moment when we get over to the first board. So note, the more boards you enter, the more you can earn. Once you own a board, you never have to take money out of your pocket and buy a new one. It's only done for money you earn. Let's take a look. How many boards are there? Glad you've asked. Let's take a look at the first one, the $25 board. There's a $25 board. There's a $100 board. A lot of people start with just one board, either $25 or they start with both of these. And note, you're going to find out how in the world they never take money out of their pocket and they go to the $500 board, and they're able to earn increments of those amounts over and over again. So there's 3 boards right here. And now, let me give you an example. Let's take this $100 board that we're looking at in front of me. And now, when Kathy gets started, $100 will go to you. This is you at the top. Lewis, when he gets started, $100 will go to you. Did you notice? Every time someone lands on one of these, this bottom row, it's called a pay line, every payment will make a payment to you. So there's a possible $700 that's made here. You never take money out of your pocket for the $25 or $100 again once you own them. When you own something, you don't have to buy it again. Only money from the system can pay to open up a new one. So here's what happens. On this pay line, there are 8 positions, 8 payments that you can get, except one of them opens a new $100 board. That's not coming out of your pocket, that's done with the system. Don't worry if you don't understand it all now. You're going to see in the next couple slides. I'll be able to explain that to you. Now, many want to know what this buys and all that stuff. We have a credit system that allows you to have access to our tools, our AI features, and benefits that are used even in the process of you joining. Each of you will be able to use that yourself individually for anything, not just for GoE1ULife. But let's stop for a moment. Let's go and take a close-up look at how this compensation plan works. Well, we're going to call you Gloria because I don't know who you are when you're watching this video. If you're Gloria, it may be that the person who told you about GoE1ULife is also telling other people. It may be that they brought in James and James got started. That helps fill the board. Then Diane joins. You may have had nothing to do with that. Maybe you brought James and Diane in yourself. Maybe you didn't. The important thing is that as long as the board fills, you will get paid for everyone who lands on the pay line. If you brought them in or if someone else did, it doesn't matter. However, those who are proactive make more money and progress faster. If you've heard about people making $100,000 to $3,000 a day, those are the ones actively sharing the opportunity. Some people make $1,000 to $3,000 every 3 or 4 months because they are just waiting for the board to fill. Either way, no one loses. Now let's take a closer look at what happens when additional people start filling the board, like Cindy and Michael. Whether you referred them or not, what matters is that your board is filling. Now note this bottom row. They're empty right now. This is called the pay line. Pay line, pay line. I said it 3 times so that it sticks. Whoever is at the top of that board is the one who gets paid. So now look at this. Someone new joined. Kathy just paid. And guess what? If this is a $1,000 board, that means Kathy's payment was $1,000 to you. If this is a $25 board, that means Kathy's payment was $25 to you. Here's a question for you. Can this happen in multiple boards at the same time? Yes! That's exactly how it works. If this is a $1,000 board, you also have a $25 board, a $100 board, and a $500 board running at the same time, all generating payouts simultaneously. That's how people are making so much money. Once you own a board, you never lose it. It keeps growing and it keeps cycling. Now let's go even further. When Lewis pays, you get paid again. Then Carl comes in, you get paid again. And again and again, every time someone lands on that pay line, you are getting paid. If this is a $1,000 board, that means each of these payments is $1,000. If this is a $100 board, that means each of these payments is $100. So for this example, let's say this is a $1,000 board. You've already made $6,000 just from people landing on your pay line. Then comes the 7th person, another $1,000 payment to you. But what about the 8th and final position? That's the one that pays to open a new board for you. This is not coming out of your pocket. It's done automatically by the system. Now look at this. The previous board is closed because it was completed. But now Gloria starts over again. This happens over and over, and not in any specific order. New people will always enter top to bottom, left to right. If Cindy refers someone, that person will fill her board first. If Sue refers someone, it will fill her board first. If you refer someone, they will fall into your pay line first. Positioning matters, but what matters most is that you are continuously getting paid. Let's take another step forward. When Tom joins, you get paid. When Mary joins, you get paid again. And then, before you know it, you've cycled through another board. By the end of the year, you'll see that you have completed many boards. Now, what we love the most is that this isn't just about people making money. GoE1ULife provides real products and services that are valuable in business. But since this video is about the compensation plan, we're focusing on that for now. Let's break this down even further. Payouts that make a difference. If you have a $25 board, when the first 7 positions fill, you earn $175 just from that $25 investment. That means you receive 250 credits, which can be used for AI-powered tools, automation, and marketing services. On a $100 board, you earn $700. Again, the last $100 opens a new board for you. That board also gives you 1,000 credits to use for business automation. Here's a quick trick. If you ever want to know how many credits you receive, just multiply the cost of the board by 10. For example, a $100 board gives you 1,000 credits. A $500 board gives you 5,000 credits. The same applies to higher boards. A $1,000 board means you get 10,000 credits. This is important because AI automation, workflows, and social media engagement all require credits. Every board you own will continuously replenish credits so that you never run out. And let's talk about the big boards. The $4,000 board allows you to earn $28,000, and the 8th payment automatically opens a new one. That board comes with 40,000 credits, enough for powerful business automation tools. And then there's the $8,000 board. That board allows you to earn up to $56,000 per cycle. The 8th payment automatically opens another board. With that board, you get 80,000 credits, meaning you will have access to the highest level of automation tools GoE1ULife offers. The more boards you participate in, the more you earn. But here's the exciting part. If it takes you a year to reach the $8,000 board and you started with just $25, you never have to pay out of pocket again. Once you own a board, it continues earning for you indefinitely. This system allows you to earn Bitcoin and access real marketing products. Every package comes with credits. You can use credits for automation tools, websites, marketing services, and AI-powered engagement tools. No wasted money. Every dollar provides real value. If you need to watch this video again to fully understand the plan, do it. Take the time to learn because this can completely change your financial future. We want you to succeed. So watch, learn, and take action. God bless and have an amazing year with GoE1ULife.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Welcome back from that training. I hope you are getting value for your time. Alright, let's get now to the part that gets interesting. How do you grow your $25 or your $10 into $100,000? The next video is going to show you step-by-step strategy on how to do that. So let's dive into it right away.
This is the marathon. It's the one where you're not racing and chasing, but instead you're learning how to create greater than $100,000 with just $25 out of pocket over the course of a year. So, if you are not short-sighted and can see the long-term picture of where you want to be a year from now and have this additional revenue coming into your home by partnering with GoE1ULife and helping others to secure our products and services, you can do that using this model. Similar to the other model, we're going to break it down into time frames, how exactly this is done. When that's done, we have to remember something important. You want to join a matrix that fits your budget. We already recommend starting with just $25. You can start higher, but if you're aggressive and you want to do it faster, you can certainly use this video as a model to make this happen within 60 days, just like many have done already. But you can also do it yourself over the course of a year by keeping it simple. You may live in a country where the highest average income is not even more than $1,000 a year. If that's the case, this might be perfect for you. Or perhaps you have a full-time job and a large family, and you don't have the time to do something more aggressive. This is a great model for you. So, as we go ahead and take a look, we're going to start with just $25 out of pocket. That means you've paid yourself in. Beyond this point, you will have used money from the system that you'll be earning in payments. And that'll come without you needing to stress your family or take it out of your household revenue. Let's take a look. Let's just say your name is Gloria, and you follow this model. We believe that everything reproduces after its own kind, which means that if you can learn to do something simple that anyone can achieve, you will go further. Most people cannot recruit or sell or do things like that to the tune of 10, 20, 30 people a year. But the typical person can find 2. By finding just 2 people, you're able to create a model that is duplicatable because most people can't recruit large numbers. So, you keep the model simple like this, with just $25 out of pocket, and you identify 2 people who would love to generate a quality business with revenue, while partnering with GoE1ULife to sell online tools and AI-driven automation services. You can do that for just $25, and here's how it works. Once they learn that, they too can learn the model. In order to be successful financially as an affiliate, you want to make sure that within your first month, within the first 30 days, you each find 2. So, James would find 2 people, like Cindy and Michael. And then Diane would do the same. When that happens, during the month, that's fantastic. Because when they do it, when they share this information with the two people they brought in, they're telling them the same thing. So, during that month, here's what happens. These two bring two, which is $25, $50, $75, $100 already made. Then, when the other two do it, now all of a sudden, you've generated $175 in your first 30 days. This sounds remarkable, and it is. This can happen anytime during those first 30 days. It may happen during the first 2 weeks. Typically, it does, because the challenge is small. It's just finding two people. Who can spare $25 to learn how to generate money by being an affiliate partner? Many people are affiliates for Walmart, Macy's, Kohl's, Expedia, and so many other places, but they never see the kind of revenue that is made with GoE1ULife. You can be one of the few who learns this concept that you can be an affiliate with only spending $25 and not needing 8 hours a day to do it. So, in this case, you want to make sure within the first 30 days that you follow this model. When you do, here's what happens. One of those two people is filling their matrix and landing back in yours again. That $25 cycle will repeat over and over again, period. So now, they get to start that process again without doing anything, because each one of those two people, they're filling their matrix, and they'll have to land back in yours again, so that $25 is going to happen over and over again, period. Right, so you made another $175. But it's crazy, your second month has already started, so you gotta look at this $100 matrix. If you look at this $100 matrix, because they were smart, and they followed your lead in the second month, while they're earning $175 over and over again. James and Diane that you brought in are doing the same thing. That means it's two who get two. Keep it that simple. Not 10, not 5. If someone wants to go over, they can. But you recommend they keep it duplicatable because anyone can do this part, and watch what happens during the second month. $100 on the pay line, $200, $300, $400, $500, $600, $700 what's generated, and then you get to start over again and get an entirely new matrix. It filled up. So now that it filled up, it's doing it again because you already own it. You don't have to put money in your pocket again. It's just going every time those people that you brought in have gotten there too, and it goes downhill. They fill their matrices, and it keeps doing this for you if you keep it simple. So I've learned that you grow faster in a unit than you will individually. You get to work smarter instead of harder. So, now that I've said that, with $500 of these $700, this is your second time around. You can take, watch this, $1, $2, $3, $4, $500 that you generated and use it to join this matrix here. And your team is going to do the same thing. If you didn't pick up on it yet, you can keep all the money from your first cycle, and your second time around, you could use it to upgrade. I'm aggressive. I would upgrade immediately so I can start earning a lot higher dollars. But look at this. By the time your two who've gotten two have cycled back to you and they purchased the same one, you now have $500, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, $2,500, $3,000, $3,500 is made right there, which is remarkable. You know why? Because when this matrix fills, it automatically starts over again, and you get to make the same thing without, think about this, you've only sponsored two people, period. And when they upgraded and followed your lead, you only spent $25, and you only got two people, and those two people only got two. There's no real genius here. It's just a matter of keeping it simple. Look at what happens. You filled it, and you could take, of that $3,500, you could take one of those thousands and start here. And you train both James and Diane to do the same thing. You see what happens. Now all of a sudden, you're earning $1,000 per head. Isn't it interesting that out of $7,000 you would earn here, you can literally take 4 of them and go to the next level, or you could just do it over again, because it completed one and you're doing it again. Still the same 2 people you brought in. Are you seeing what's going on? Keep it simple. And me personally, here's the secret. You tell the person, James, we're gonna do this for a whole year. Just you and just Diane. You get 2. Now, if they fade off and drop off, you can go get another one. But they typically won't. Once they start seeing this pay line fill up, they're never gonna be the same again. You don't have to be in a hurry. Like some of these people are doing really well. In the first 30 days, they've already made 6 figures, right? You don't have to do it. Take your time, live your life and enjoy it. But look at what's happening. Another $7,000 here. And if you just took 4, if someone just takes 4 of those $1,000, they could start here. And you train your team, James and Diane, to do the same and fill. Remember, it's not coming out of the family budget, it's coming out of money you generated with GoE1ULife anyway. And now, what's happening? $4,000, $8,000, $12,000, $16,000, $20,000, $24,000, $28,000 can be generated. Of the $28,000, you can keep it all, or you can upgrade because you want your team to follow you. If you upgrade, right, you still get to have it, and it keeps filling anyway. And as it does, oh my goodness, do you see what happened? There's another $28,000. What happens is when you upgrade, you now have this. You own every package. You never have to pay anything again. You own them all now in the course of a year. And if this is happening every 2 months, do you realize you've already made more than $100,000 in your first 8 months? But I'm telling you a whole year, just in case it takes you longer than 30 days to fill your matrix. But you have to get this down. You are very capable of doing this. Now, $8,000, $16,000. You see what's going on here? $24,000. You guys, $32,000. You guys watching? $40,000 and then $48,000. $54,000. Wow, that's crazy. You guys should see this. You have an opportunity to do extremely well. And here's the thing. It doesn't take a whole year, but there's only 6 packages here. If you take 2 months to do every one, 2 months to do each one of these, you've already made more than $100,000 in your first year. Many of you will do that. Some of you will get close. Some of you will, hey, some of you aren't. This is all new for you. You may only do $50,000 or $60,000. But you think about this. Many of you have never even done $10,000 in a business from home. You can do this. Apply yourself and understand there's no exaggeration here. Let me go through this real quick and show you one last thing. Those other matrices are going to still keep filling. These are going to be like soft money. You're not even going to be counting anymore, it's just going to be happening. You're going to see deposits throughout the day hitting your wallet. Interestingly enough, that $700 is going to be made over and over. So will the $175. So will the $35. All you did was 2. Now, me personally, once I got my first 2 and I got on the first 2 or 3 matrices, I would go get 2 more because I'm aggressive. I don't expect everyone to be. You don't have to be. You can take your time and do this once a year and it will blow your mind that from that day forward, it's going to always be happening. 2 who get 2. And I would only invite people to be a part of my group if they're willing to commit to that. That way, you know what you're getting. Everyone knows what they're getting, and everyone gets to be successful. Then, in the same token, you have tons of credits to utilize the products and services as you wish. That's how it works. So you should see how amazing this is. $56,000 just with this level. You do that twice, you're already at $112,000. Do you see what I'm trying to tell you? Well, go dive in. You can do this stuff. Take your time, ask questions in our community in the how-to section, and we'll try to get to those questions at least once and even twice a day. God bless you guys.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying till this moment. So in case you have any questions, just get back to our WhatsApp community and we will attend to your questions. And make sure you get back to the person that shared this opportunity with you in order to activate your account and get started. So do well to take action right away. Thank you once again and see you on the other side.